What are we talking about today? Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the What Are We Talking About show, I guess. I started that weird, but it's the What Are We Talking About show. What are we talking? So, today we're talking about this really echoey room that we're in that's just driving me wild right now. But besides that, we're talking about the Oscars because they're coming up real soon. This Sunday, in fact. You gonna watch them, Logan?
We'll see.
Or are you just gonna find out the next day who won?
Yeah. If you
Just watch the live tweets.
Yeah.
You don't want to watch Chris Rock host? It's gonna be a
The
thing.
highlights, man. That's the highlights it for you.
YouTube.
Watch all the best things just the next day.
So we're not going to talk about all the categories because there's like 24 categories. So we're just going to talk about the 7 that, I don't know, we think... Actually, I guess there's kind of 9, not 7. But basically the ones that... the ones that I think are the more like, I don't know, mainstream that people are going to care about kind of thing.
Yeah.
As opposed to like best original live action short film or whatever, best foreign film, because most people haven't seen most of that stuff. Like the more likely thing they're going to care about is these at least in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak for you, but that's why we're talking about these ones. So, and we're going to say who do we think should win them and who do we think will win the grand prize. It's pretty grand, a little golden man.
Yeah, apparently.
I think should win for every category should just be Deadpool.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Leo.
No, I mean even best supporting actress, Deadpool. Why not, right?
Why not
It
Leo?
was amazing. I mean, he's not eligible for these Oscars, seeing as how the movie came out only in February, but
He still needs it, though.
yeah, he doesn't need it. He already won the box office, and that movie's on track to be the highest grossing R-rated film of all time in both domestic and worldwide.
Really?
So it's pretty impressive,
Yeah, that is.
and means there's going to be a sequel for show, and Wolverine's going to be R-rated. I bet you.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rapid.
I was
I
talking
know
about Deadpool.
about
the whole time.
Deadpool.
Deadpool is becoming the highest rated, grossing R-rated, not Revenant.
Oh, I just because when you said internationally, I just figured the Revenant was probably internationally did better because
Of
China
Leo?
didn't ban it.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think that made much of a difference
Oh,
because
really? I mean,
Deadpool's
that one.
is doing it. No, like the international. I think it's closer to beating the international number than the domestic.
It's crazy.
But I don't know for sure. Go ahead and look that up. Comment in the comments below and tell me that I'm wrong. So, for best visual effects, these are the nominees. Are you ready? Ex Machina, Mad Max, Fury Road, Star Wars: The Force Awakens, The Martian, and The Revenant. So, that's actually really hard.
Ooh, that is. I really hope that Mad Max doesn't get it.
I mean, Mad Max had incredible special effects. I think it could win visual effects. But I don't think it could because The Martian, like The Revenant, I guess The Bear, is that why it's in there? Like, I don't think there was that much special effects in The Revenant, was there?
Maybe it's just the whole set in general. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe. I'm no expert. The Martian,
Because it
incredible.
is visual effects, right?
Yeah, it's visual effects. So The Martian,
I'm gonna go with The Martian.
I think, like, here's the thing. Ex Machina, it's unreal. The effects are completely seamless. But, again, I don't know. I kind of think that's what should win. But I think I agree with you that The Martian's going to win.
I think The Martian is gonna win, and I think it should win. Because it did a good job.
Oh, yeah. Like, I wouldn't be upset if pretty much any of these won. like I can't Mad Max even, because if you look at the visual effects in that movie, both practical and CGI, where it's like basically all there's CGI in most scenes, and all that was just taking stuff out, whether it be wires or different things like that, right? And then the big CGI sandstorm also looked really good. It wasn't like it looked really good, like one of the best that I've seen, right? I mean, this isn't about the story at all. I didn't like the Mad Max Fury Road story, but that doesn't matter because this is just looking at the visual effects, and I think that I wouldn't be upset if it won. I don't think it is gonna, but I wouldn't be upset if it did.
I think Star Wars would win if it was based on its grandness, based on how much.
Yeah, I could
how
see
big
Star Wars
their
winning.
visual effects were that's the reason why I could see Star Wars maybe winning.
No, I could definitely see it as well. But the
Martian-
Martian, it literally looked like he was on Mars. Like,
Yeah, exactly. The way they did it, it looked like he was a man lost in space.
no,
right?
it was. I do think it will win. I just think I think Ex Machina should, just for the simple fact of like what they did, and their budget was so small comparatively that it's, I think, a lot more impressive of what they were able to accomplish with such a small budget. Whereas The Martian, it was completely seamless effects. You felt like this dude was on Mars, and I'm pretty sure it's going to win. But I'm probably wrong. Okay, what's the next category? Let me know what you think down below. Who do you think is going to win for visual effects? I'll actually say the nominees again, even though I've said them a bunch of times. The Martian, The Revenant, The Star Wars Force Awakening, Mad Max Fury Road, and Ex Machina. So, right in the comments. Music original score. The original score of the music. I guess we probably could have told you the categories we were doing. So, visual effects, original score, directing, best animated, supporting actor and actresses, leading actor and actresses, and best picture. So, 9. So, this is for the music original score category. Bridge of Spies, Carol, The Hateful Eight, Sicario, and Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
So of all these movies,
I haven't seen the first two. I haven't seen Bridge of Spies.
I haven't seen Carol, but I've seen all the other ones. Of all these movies, the only score that I still listen to in my car is Star Wars. But it's because it's Star Wars. Like, it's different, right?
Exactly. See,
I think The Hateful Eight might win this. Like, I like the score in that movie was really good, really well done, and really fitting, and it really brought you back to, like, Quentin Tarantino does an incredible job of making what he intends to make, right? Some directors, they'll like have this vision, and you'll be like, oh, that sounds really cool, but then when you watch the movie, it's not really what they said it was going to be. But Quentin Tarantino, like, when he made maybe you don't like Death Proof, it is what he wanted it to be. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically like a cheap, super cheesy action film, but made in Australia, and that's basically kind of what it's super similar to those. But then The Hateful Eight is like it takes you back. It is a classic Western, but a lot smaller, where it's like just in the one room, and the score adds so much to like the suspense and stuff, because there is also lots of suspense, and you don't know what's going on for a lot of that movie.
oh yeah.
And I do think that it should win, and I do think it will win. What do you think?
I think
it
it's
should win?
Hateful Eight should win and will win.
Yeah.
I think the only other one, because I haven't seen Bridge of Spies or Carol, the only other one that I can maybe, so out of the three I've seen, Star Wars, Hateful Eight, and Sicario, the only other one I think that could go up against Hateful Eight would be Sicario.
Oh, really? I didn't
See, Star Wars.
I would say Star Wars over Sicario, just because, like, maybe this is because of my bias showing, but the Sicario score is like I don't remember it at all. Like, it obviously was good, because some of the best scores are the ones that you don't notice. Like, all it does is add to the movie.
I still kind of remember the Sicario one. I just remember that, like, the score itself made the movie seem very dark and dreadful just through the score itself. It set a lot of things in that movie.
You're right. That's why it's nominated, because it's really good. I mean, Bridge of Spies, I think the only reason why it's nominated for so many things is because it's Spielberg and Hanks. Like,
Yeah.
I like the movie a lot, but it wasn't nowhere near their best movie. Each of them or together, because they've done multiple movies together,
Oh, yeah.
right? So we both think Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think, because that's the most important thing. We want to know. We want to be able to have a conversation about it, because it's what are we talking about? Anyways, next category, Best Director. So, the nominees are Adam McKay for The Big Short, George Miller for Mad Max Fury Road, Alejandro G. Inarritu for The Revenant, Lenny Abramson for Room, and Tom McCarthy for Spotlight.
Ooh.
Who do you think should win, and who do you think will win, Logan? Do you need those again? You've seen, what, 3 of those? Or two of those?
I haven't seen The Revenant yet.
You haven't seen The Revenant?
No. I know.
Well,
There's Mad Max and...
so The Big Short, Mad Max,
I've
The
only seen
Revenant,
Mad Max.
Room, and Spotlight.
But so far from what I've seen, I'm going to say for Best Director, it's either going to come down to...
So for should, who do you think should win? Or do you not really have a say because you haven't seen
I
it?
haven't seen all of them. I'm just going to say it's going to come down to... Here, go through them again. There was...
Big Short, Adam McKay. George Miller, Mad Max,
well,
Fury Road.
Mad Max, no. It's going to be either Big Short, The Revenant, or Spotlight Director. And I'm going to go with... Because do you think they would try... Who knows? I'm going to root for Alejandro. Just so that he can
That's
get a
who you
second...
think should win?
I think that's who should win, so just so that he can get a second Oscar for Best Director 2 years in a row. And then, who do I think will win?
Mhm.
Probably the guy who... For Spotlight, probably.
Tom McCarthy?
Yeah,
I think.
I can see that.
Tom McCarthy. Okay, so I am different from you. I think that George Miller should win for Mad Max Fury Road.
What the fuck? Seriously?
That movie was incredibly directed. The script and the story wasn't necessarily the best, but the actual movie and the direction of the movie itself, if you watch that movie, it's an amazing piece of cinema. Like, love or hate the story, that's besides the point in this. This is just directed. He did an incredible job getting good performances out of actors. What's her name? The main gal on this movie? Charlize Theron, yeah. She did an incredible job as Furiosa. And I think that Tom Hardy it wasn't his best performance, but he did a good enough job he only grunted and said a few words, and I don't know, he was good. He was good enough.
Yeah, yes.
I don't know, I think that...
I don't know, I wasn't a fan of the movie.
You weren't a fan of it? I was a fan of it, I just was disappointed when I saw it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't a fan.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know.
what it was. I know there's definitely disappointment, but the hype, there's so much hype, and then I watched it, and it wasn't what I expected. And there's a few holes I found with it, or a few things I could poke at with, and I'm not a fan, really.
But I think that Alejandro is going to win. I think that I think George Miller should win, but I think Alejandro will win.
Okay.
Because, I think, I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up. Maybe Tom McCarthy will win, actually, for Spotlight. Because I don't know, I think, Birdman won Best Picture, but did Alejandro also win Best Director? I think maybe he did. I don't remember. Do you?
Oh, maybe it's for Best Picture.
Because I know Birdman won Best Picture.
So it's probably Best Picture that he wins 2 years in a row, because he's nominated for Best Picture.
Also, yeah. I think that I think that George Miller should win, and I think Alejandro will win for The Revenant. I don't know, that's kind of a tall... The only reason why I kind of am hesitant is because he won for Birdman last year, so that
Yeah, I
might
know.
stop them from voting for him.
Yeah.
And so if that's the case, then I think Tom McCarthy will win for Spotlight.
Yeah, that's why I said. Okay, that's for best picture though. That's right.
No,
So
I'm
we're
talking
doing-
about directing.
Yeah, we're doing directing.
Yeah.
So I should kind of change mine because I said Alejandro should win it because it'd be for his second time in a row. No,
I think he won also for Best Director, and they won Best Picture. So it would be
yeah,
second.
I'll just keep my choices then. Okay. Anyway, we'll move on.
Okay. Best Animated.
I'm just gonna go with Inside Out because I haven't seen anything else.
Yeah, that's the same as me. I mean,
Well, I haven't seen Inside Out either.
I haven't seen any of
I haven't
them.
seen any of them. But I'm just gonna go with
I haven't seen
Inside
any
Out.
of these nominees. Anomalisa, which the trailers made me want to see this movie, and I don't even think it ever played in Red Deer theaters. Maybe it did.
Okay, that could be.
That's the thing.
Right.
I don't know. Didn't really even see very many reviews about it or anything, but I have a feeling that it was really good, and I do still want to see it. Boy in the World, which
Heard nothing about.
yeah, never even heard of. Filmed by Ale Abreu. Maybe it's probably not even made in North America. Is my guess. Inside Out.
It's a safe bet. It's a
I
safe
think it'll
bet.
probably win. I don't know what should win because again, like you, I haven't seen any of these, but I think it will win. Shaun the Sheep
That
movie.
one I'm really surprised because.
I guess
I'm
there's
not-
like almost no talking in this entire movie.
Oh yeah, have you ever seen like the little?
It's like Boston Gromit and like Chicken
Well,
Run.
I know, but
it's made by the same people.
Yeah, it used to be like just like a kind of in between commercials on this one channel. I forget what channel it was. But I remember my little brother watching it or whatever.
Oh,
and
really?
in between,
This
it was like
Shaun the Sheep
it
one?
was kind of like in between like Shaun the Sheep. It was like kind of in between shows. He'd briefly play like a 5-minute clip or something like that, or something going on, or 10-minute clip, and then commercials and another show, right? But yeah, I was really surprised that came on. Now that it's actually nominated for best animated movie, like, that's crazy.
No, yeah.
But I don't think
I'm
it's
gonna
gonna
say
win.
I don't think it's gonna win. When Marnie Was There, which I'm assuming Japan because it's made by people named Hiromasa Yonebayashi and Yoshiaki Nishimura, which I probably butchered those names. So, who do you think will win Best Animated? Have you seen these movies? Because we haven't. Do you think the Disney movie / Pixar movie is just going to win like it usually does?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So you can't tell me someone can't win twice in a row.
Yeah, but I think it's different for just a studio to win twice in a row than it is for
I know.
a director or
I
something
know,
like that,
I
right?
know.
Okay, the next category is Best Actress in a Supporting Role. So I know you've seen at least one of these. Jennifer Jason Leigh, The Hateful Eight.
Okay, I'm gonna go with her. She
Rooney
gets the
Mara
shit-
for Carol.
She gets the shit kicked out of her, so like, and she does pretty good.
But she also does a good job of playing both sides, where she's kind of like almost like you feel sorry for her for most of the
yeah.
movie, but then she has that turn and she's just like,
Evil.
yeah.
She's just evil, and you don't feel sorry for her.
I heard a thing, I don't remember where I heard this, but I guess, you know the scene where, this is, I guess, kind of a little bit of a spoiler. You know the scene in Hateful Eight where, what's his name? Kurt Russell grabs the guitar from Jennifer Jason Leigh and smashes it?
Yeah.
I guess that was like so the guitar she was playing in that scene was like this.
Oh yeah, it was an antique.
Yeah,
He wasn't
priceless
supposed to, he
antique.
wasn't supposed to break it. Yeah.
And so like her reaction is like genuine. And basically there was supposed to be a cut, and then switch out the guitars, and then continue going and fucking smashes it, right?
Yeah.
But Kurt Russell, I guess, didn't know that, and so he just grabs it and starts fucking smashing it. And it's like this priceless guitar or whatever from like ancient Spain or something like that, and it's like,
Really.
oh yeah, man.
That's bad.
Yeah. But anyways, continuing on. Rachel McAdams for Spotlight, Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl, Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs. Now, I've only seen 2 of these movies, Spotlight and The Hateful Eight. And I honestly, Rachel McAdams was good in Spotlight, but like, she wasn't even like like in the top. Like I think everybody else was like Liv Schreiber was way better. Mark Ruffalo was better. Michael Keaton, like almost everybody else in the movie gave a better performance than she did. So it's like maybe she doesn't need to win. Maybe she won't win, kind of thing. But I don't know. So you think Hateful Eight, Jennifer Jason Leigh?
Yeah.
Because that's the one you've seen.
Yeah. Well, not just that, but she does a good job.
She does do a good job. But I don't know. I heard that Alicia Vikander in The Danish Girl basically steals the movie from Eddie Redmayne. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. That's just what I've heard. I've heard Kate Winslet and Steve Jobs is also really good, and Rooney Mara and Carol, which I guess Rooney Mara is the main character of that movie, pretty much. So, like, I haven't seen the movie, but this is what I've heard, that it's more about her than it is. It's almost like the movie's about her, and the reason why it's called Carol is because Kate Blanchett plays Carol, right? So it's like the movie's about Rooney Mara dealing with Carol or whatever, like living with Carol, whatever, right? But I have no idea. I've seen the movie. I don't know. I kind of think that, again, because I haven't seen those other three, I'm going to agree with you. Because I can't really compare it to them. And I think that Jennifer Jason Leigh did a way better job than Rachel McAdams. So, not to detract from Rachel McAdams' performance. Like, she did a really good job. She's a really good performance.
Oh, yeah.
But there was other people who did a better job. But let us know who you think will win for Best Supporting Actress. Next category, Best Supporting Actor. Christian Bale in The Big Short. Tom Hardy in The Revenant. Mark Ruffalo, Spotlight. Mark Rylance, Bridge of Spies. And Sylvester Stallone, Creed.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't
You
seen
got
Creed.
nominated.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I have seen, so I've
Okay,
seen Spotlight, Bridge of Spies, and The Revenant, but I haven't seen Big Short or Creed.
I'm gonna go with.
You haven't seen any of these, have you?
No, I haven't, but I'm gonna go with it. It's gonna go down between Christian Bale and Tom Hardy.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe Christian Bale, but I don't know if Tom Hardy is getting very much notice for that role. Like, he did a good job,
I
but
know. Okay, so then I'm gonna go with Christian Bale's gonna get it then.
I could see that. I think Mark Rylance probably didn't need to, like, they maybe could have nominated somebody else instead of him. But again, I haven't seen what's it called, Beast of No Nation, but everybody's talking about how good Idris Elba was in that. So like maybe they could have nominated him instead of Mark Rylance. But I mean, I don't think Mark Rylance is going to win at all. I think there's a chance that Sylvester Stallone will win.
Really?
Yeah. But I think Christian Bale will win. But I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Christian Bale.
I think because like I haven't seen most of
I'm
these.
just gonna go with Christian Bale.
I almost think Mark Ruffalo should win for Spotlight, but I think Christian Bale will win for The Big Short, the short list. The tiny man in a big movie. Who do you think will win Best Supporting Actor? Let me know down below. Best Actress in a Leading Role. Kate Blanchett for Carol. Brie Larson for Room. Not The Room, that's Colin Ozone, yeah. Jennifer Lawrence for Joy. Charlotte Rampling, 45 Years. Saoirse Ronan, Brooklyn. But could you guess how to pronounce that?
No. Okay, go back.
Look at her name.
Yeah, I know. I can't. No, I'm not gonna try.
So, Kate
I'm gonna
Blanchett.
go with Brie Larson because everyone's been talking about her.
That's true, yeah. And I guess that it's more of like, I don't know if this is true, I haven't seen the movie yet. I really want to see, that's one of the movies that I want to see the most.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's because like it's a lot about just being in one room, right? So it's mostly just her and this little boy for most of the movie. So like I think the movies like that where it's the less actors in the movie, kind of it's a little bit harder, right? And if you're by yourself, it's even harder, especially almost even by yourself working with just a kid.
Yeah.
Right? That's got to be really hard to do. So I think I agree with that she's gonna win, and I think she should win because you know what they say: never work with dogs or children, or not just dogs, animals. But Saoirse Ronan for Brooklyn, Jennifer Lawrence for Joy. Yeah, I think that it's gonna be Brie Larson. I haven't seen Joy, but I heard that it wasn't even really that good of a movie. I don't know. Haven't seen it. Let us know. Have you seen any of those movies? Let us know who you think's gonna win. Actor in a leading role: Bryan Cranston for Trumbo, which I really want to see that fucking movie. Haven't got to see it yet. Matt Damon for The Martian. Leonardo DiCaprio for The Revenant. Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs. Eddie Redmayne for The Danish Girl.
Well, I definitely think that Leo should win, and I hope he will win. I'm just gonna put
Should and will, both on
I'm
Leo.
gonna put both on Leo just because.
I'm with you. It's Leo's fucking year, boys and girls. Should win Leo DiCaprio. Will win Leo DiCaprio. The Revenant, best actor. Like, I mean, I haven't seen Steve Jobs or The Danish Girl, but I've seen The Revenant, I've seen The Martian, and I haven't seen Trumbo, so I guess I've only seen 2 of these
I've
performances.
seen The Martian.
But
Trumbo, I heard was okay.
But I heard his performance was really good in it. But the movie was just kind of okay. That's what I heard. But yeah, no, dude. I think Leo's gonna win.
I hope so. I really do hope so.
And this is another one of those movies where he did a lot of acting by himself, and he barely spoke in this whole movie. And you knew basically what he was thinking just through what he was doing and the expressions on his face and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
No, he did an incredible job, and I think this is his year. And so that leaves us with one category left. The big one. Best Picture. The nominees are The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, Room, Spotlight. That's it. There's 8, I think. Yeah, there's 8. So,
I think The Revenant should win, and I think Spotlight will win. So I think Revenant should, Spotlight will win.
I have not seen. This is the first time actually that I've seen. Just because this was before any of them were nominated. I haven't seen. I haven't seen any. I want to watch Room here, especially even if I can before the Oscars. But this is the first time. I've seen 5 out of 8 of these, just through when the year was going on. I just saw these, right?
Yeah.
Which that's kind of cool. So 5 of the movies that I've seen,
Big
and
Short I really want to see.
Yeah, I really want to see that too. Bridge of Spies, I don't know if it needed to be nominated again for the same reason. I think it was only nominated because it has Tom Hanks and Spielberg. But I'm the opposite of you, dude. I think Spotlight should win because it was an unbelievable film. But I think The Revenant is going to win.
Really?
Yeah. I think they're giving it the double back-to-backs to Alejandro. But I think Spotlight should win. But I may be wrong. And we'll see in a few days. And that number is, I don't know, 5. I'm not going to do math right now.
Today's Tuesday.
It's Wednesday.
Losing track of time.
This is what happens. It's called cabin fever. Okay, so that's what our thoughts, who we think should win and who we think will win for all of the Oscars. But I want to know, and I don't know, maybe Logan does too, who do you think is going to win all these prestigious gold statues? Let us know in the comments who you think should win and will win all these things. And thanks for watching. Till next time, never stop watching movies.